Hi, I'm Carol the Coach, and this is my buddy Boo. And we wanted to talk to you about your greatest asset. Now, I know, Boo, you want to go night night? Okay, you go night night. Yeah. I know that your life may feel out of control. You may feel like life is happening to you. You do not have control over the impact of what you can do in your life. But I got to tell you, the brain is your greatest asset. And I know that we can work with your brain to make your life better. Now, what do I mean about work with your brain? You see, whenever you've had rough spots in the road and it's kept you down, or it's made you think less of yourself, or you felt like you couldn't get back up, it is imperative that you know that yes, you can. But it does require that you brush yourself off and say, what do I believe about me? What do I believe about my resiliency? What do I know can change the way that I proceed? Because truly, it is up to you to make some choices that are good for you. If bad things have happened to you, then you've got to take control. You've got to decide, how may I maneuver to make my life happen? And this could be tough, because what that means is you have to change the inner and the outer blocks. You've got to be able to know that whatever life circumstances has dealt you, there may be a way that you've contributed to that. Regardless, it's time for you to reverse positions and say, okay, what am I going to do to create a life that I deserve? Now that would mean you have to decide, what do you deserve? What do you want in life? What are your needs? And so I'm going to ask you to get a pen, a piece of paper, and ask yourself, what do I deserve? That may be as simplistic as, I deserve to lose 10 pounds this month. I deserve that. I want to be 10 pounds thinner. And so that's what you write down. That may be something like, I deserve a husband who doesn't cheat, a wife that doesn't flirt. Well, you may deserve that, but that involves somebody else. And there's no guarantee you're going to get that. So keep it honed in on you. What can you do? You know, I had a woman in my office today, and she had actually said, wow, I don't want to be a victim. Things have happened in my marriage that I never thought would have happened. But what I know to be true is that I can make myself happy. I can rely on resources that I believe in. I can create the life that I want. She said, I'm not into playing victim. I can take care of myself. And if he gets healthy, good for him. If he doesn't, he's out. Because I want somebody in my life who can support me and be there for me and treat me with the respect that I deserve. Okay, now, that may sound contraindicative, because what I know is that I told you can't count on somebody else to treat you a certain way. But when you start getting clear about your boundaries, when you start deciding what it is you want, then the world unfolds to bring that to you. I know you may not believe that, because there may be a whole lot of stuff that has come down the path that you didn't ask for. But I'm telling you, if you do the hard work to feel the confidence you need to make your life happen, it will work for you. So this woman who had had a really hard life, who had had a husband that cheated on her multiple times, said, I'm going to get an apartment, I'm going to take care of myself, and I am going to love my life. I don't need to depend on somebody else to make me feel whole. Okay, that's a woman that's handling a relationship that's gone sour. Now, maybe you don't have enough money and you say, oh my gosh, Carol, well, you know, I deserved to make more money, but it's not happening. Then I say, quit beating your head against the wall and expecting different results. What can you do to get more money? Maybe you can go back to school. Maybe you can ask for a loan. Maybe you can pick up a second job. Maybe you can get a promotion that brings you in more money. But I promise you, there is an alternative out there that will generate more money as long as you, again, have the confidence to make that happen, which means you change the inner and the outer blocks. The inner block would be, life does not work for me. I never get what I want. I'm not smart enough. I'm not good enough. I'm not talented enough. Now, you can turn that around and say, you know what? I am willing to do what it takes to make my life happen. But do you have that internal strength? If you don't, you need to be in situations, social networks that support your desire to change. Because change is tough. You really need outside resources feeding you positive thoughts about you. Maybe that's a mother-in-law or a sister or a best friend that says, girlfriend, you can do it. Maybe it's a fellowship mentor. Maybe it's a pastor. Maybe it's your next door neighbor that says, hey, I believe in you. The first thing you want to do is you don't want to dispute that. You want to take it in and you want to go, yeah, I can wear that with pride. I can wear that with pride because I believe that there are no inner blocks in here. I was not made of junk. My higher power made me, and I am meant to go great places. And when you believe that, I promise you, you pull that into your life. But it starts with your mind. You have to believe it. So ask yourself, what can you do to feed yourself positive thoughts? We're already 6 weeks into the new year. So I really want you to examine your life, ask yourself, do I have enough support? And if not, go out there and find it. I'm serious. You've got to be diligent about finding supports to make your life happen. And when you do, things change. And that's what life is all about. It's bettering yourself, and it's making life easier, and it's getting what you want, and it's feeling good. And it's actualizing your potential, because that's what we were born to do. We were all born for greatness. All right, I may be talking to some people that don't believe that, but if you're not born for greatness, what are you born for? I'm really asking you that question. What are your needs? What do you want to change? And what do you believe you can achieve? Because, of course, if you conceive it and believe it, you can achieve it. That's my promise. From Carol the Coach. And boo, he's sleeping right now. That's what he wants to achieve, that 16 hours of sleep. Nothing wrong with that if you're a dog.